Good morning, good evening, and good night to you, wherever you're around the world. We are back with some more Dragon Blaze content, guys. Sorry for the delay. I was supposed to have one out a couple days ago, but obviously Christmas was here and all that good stuff. I had to get prepared for that. But we're back with some more Dragon Blaze content. And today we're going to get into some more content right now. We have the puzzle event. Make sure you are doing that. It's one of the best events like ever. You get so much free resources. So make sure, guys, you don't miss out on that. The next one is your Odyssey Assailant Challenge event. Make sure you are doing your Odyssey attacking team. You already get resources doing that, but you're going to get even more resources once you apply yourself for your time here. Your Zodiac special event. Make sure you're doing this. Again, lots of resources. See what kind of missions you got here. And overall, just have a good time. Lots and lots of wonderful missions and lots of free resources coming at you. So make sure you are attending into that. Courage event, encourage your heroes, show them your love, and you might get some more some resources from them as well. Caledon event, make sure you're doing your sweet corn event. It is pretty awesome. You get a lot of cool resources from that as well. Make sure you are pretending into that. Guild tournament, same thing. If you are in a guild, do that. You get some more free rubies. Have a good time being being with your guild. Try to get to the top rankings to see what happens. And then obviously your Bonnie event. Make sure you are doing this as well. So many cool things you can get from this. Make sure you can get all kind of cool resources as you refresh and find different things. Hopefully you get some accessories from this. That's one of the best things that you should be trying to get from this. So just be sure you are partaking into this as well and get all kind of resources that you like. That's pretty legit there. So today's content, I was going to do some more collabs, but this content I'm kind of curious myself. I'm not sure if everybody's ever wondered about this, but does your ruins and jewels help you? And if so, how much? Because over the past few years playing this game, you focus a lot of your time on your jewels, and you also focus a lot of time on your ruins. So it's kind of a cool thing to wonder, hey, do they actually work? Like, is putting all the time and stuff like that and farming for these ruins and getting them and spending lots of time on focusing on your ruins and jewels over other resources, does it work? And how much? Because Dragon Blaze doesn't really show you like it's working or it's not working. You can make it to where you can select your effects and stuff like that, but when it comes to like wondering does this stuff work, well, we honestly really don't know. And that's kind of the crazy part, because when you go to your ruins, when you finally max them out, your max level enchant, and you look at the bonuses and stuff like that you can get, you're constantly trying to refresh and try to get to the best stats as possible. Critical damage 60, party additional boss damage increase 173%, impact increase 48%, like, and just things like that. And then you have your obviously your frame that gives you additional stuff as well. Additional boss damage 540%, magic party attack 184%, which I should change that actually, because I want more damage. And then your cooldown, like, because we spend a lot of time trying to get like our setups, and the percentages isn't always like so much. You can kind of match your percentages together to see like how high the increase would work from your teams, because your heroes do a lot of damage, and most times when you're fighting, like, you don't get like so much time to really see if things are actually working, because your heroes are already so strong as it is. You kind of just like brute forcing through everything and stuff like that. So it's just something to kind of like ponder and think about, because this stuff takes a lot. You can fail quite a bit. Farming ruins takes some time, because you don't get as many as you used to. When you're farming in your mining section, you gotta dedicate days worth of time just to get ruins there. And you can't obviously do jewels, because only revenge gives you jewels as of current. So you have a little bit more access to ruins than you have jewels, this for the time being. Plus, there hasn't been like an update for this yet. I'm not sure if we're going to get one, but you spend a lot of time trying to set up like a good setup for everything. And it is just kind of something to kind of think about, because here I'm not trying to find the perfect setup here. That's all kind of setups that you can go for and kind of what you're looking for. So it's kind of just something to think about. Does this stuff really actually work? And if you go to your character stat line, like if you go like to your hero stat line and you probably like click on them, or what am I trying to do? Hold on. There's details. Here we go, details. And then you kind of like look at everything here, like the attack, your attack speed, your defense, your STA, your crit damage, your crit rate, your accuracy, your defense pen, your defense rate, reduce critical, all that stuff, debuff resistance. Like, I wonder how good they actually work depending on how much you set up, which is what I was trying to find here. And your STR, your NIT, like you have just up a dunk of so much stuff here. And this is a max level hero right here too. This is not like, she's maxed out. It's 143 because of the others right here, which that will increase once they increase in level, of course. But it's just something I'm always being curious about. And I'm not highlighting just this hero. If like we go to the next one, we can see what their stats are. Like this guy right here. We can go to here and just see the differences here. STA is off the chain. My attack speed is 41%, plus 40, an additional 41%. And you see the accuracy here, which is a lot higher. Your crit damage, which is a lot higher. Like, if you look at your stats and stuff here, this is accumulated to your runes, jewels, and the character overall as well. Plus, your team setup as well does affect that too. Like, a lot of that goes along with your setup. So it's just kind of something to think about when I'm kind of going through this. Like, does this stuff actually work? Because also, yeah, weapons and armory too, and your accessories, they also play a role in this too. Like here, my attack speed is plus 35. My crit's actually a little bit lower. My accuracy is a little bit lower. So, and you can kind of boost all that stuff up too as you figure out what you want when it comes to your armors, your accessories, your jewels, and stuff like that. So it's kind of just something to kind of look into, because, do they actually work? Like if you go to, your armors, they play a big role into it as well, because if you look at like the ultimate armors and stuff like that, it's a lot different. Like if I click on here, my ultimate's not even it's only at 2, and it's not even its highest rating yet, and it's actually pretty good coming right off. And then you have your red accessory, your red part, where is it any good? Because we're constantly trying to farm for stuff all the time. And it's kind of just something to really think about. Like, you can max out your stuff and kind of compare to see which one's better, or is it actually working, or is it really not working when it comes to your runes and jewels and stuff like that, because we spend so much time trying to figure out what we want. Like I have magic attack here, which I'm going to have to change actually, which I'll do that later. Accuracy is definitely what I need. NIT is not what I need. And then my received heal is definitely what I would like. So there's so many different setups you can do. Like this one's a good one. This one's a real good one right here. 80 plus 80% physical damage, plus 2% accuracy, which could be higher. STR, which is definitely needed, and plus 2 attack speed. So this is one of the ones right here, which is what you want to like go off of as far as like effects and stuff like that works. But combining everything on your hero and seeing like those giant stat lines, there's like so much to it when it comes to like, do they work or do they not work? And if so, how effective do they work? Because you have so much. You have your runes, you have your jewels, you have your weapons, you have your accessories, and then you have like your armors, accessories, and all that stuff that your character wear. They give off stat bonuses too. So it's like you get so much when it comes to this game that you don't really see probably most of it working, because your hero is already so strong and you're kind of just brute forcing through everybody. But because this game revolves around, well, let's just face it, power. I mean, power is all about this game. You go to your, like my weapon, like, magic impact plus 61.20%. And then the passives increase as far as they go. So if you look at like the infinity ones, which would be here, increase magic attack, increase magic impact for all allies by 113.30%. For gold, increase magic impact for all allies by 188.80%. And then my infinity skill is all down here. So all this stuff together can work for your heroes, but do you really get to see it? That's the thing, because it's, the Dragon Blaze is such like a power creep type of game, to where you don't really get to see like all your things working. You can have the best setup and still get wrecked. So that's just kind of like my thing. Like, is it worth really investing in all your time and trying to get your stuff up to par? Because some of the stuff is going to take a long time, some of it's not. Some of it based on if you want to spend cash and try to get ahead of people. I mean, it just depends on like what you're looking at, what you're trying to do. His attack speed is very high. Defense is not that great. STA is over the top. Crit damage could be a little bit better, but it's not bad. So I'm not sure if you guys ever like went down your characters and look at your hero stats, because that's very important, and it goes into a lot of what your hero can and cannot do. So it's kind of something that's worth like thinking about, like kind of figuring out like, hey, does this work or does this not work? Because it's mind-blowing if you really like look at it and try to get into the direction of sight that does this work, does this not work? So that's kind of like what I want to talk about today. Like, just kind of look at your heroes, look at your setups, and see what's actually working for you, because they're all here for a reason. And I ask people, hey, make sure your armors and stuffs are up to par, and your book of heroes, for Christ. They also give you additional stuff as well. So you have like a plethora of things that helps you all at once to make you kind of overcome and get stronger. And then your fourth impacts, they are the strongest until fifth impact comes out. So fourth impacts. But they have star power. They have so much stuff that kind of gives them extra things to help them. So it's just the craziest thing ever. It's just like, does this stuff actually work for my heroes or doesn't? Or is it kind of just here for play and for show? Because, the stats here are just bonkers. The STA is just off the chain. And then my defense pin is plus 80. And it's crazy. So that's kind of what I want to light up today. Like, does this stuff really work? Does it really help you? I don't know why your book of heroes has never been unlocked. Holy crap. It's just something to really like think about and want to focus on, because you just don't know. I don't want your time being wasted. I want it to be able to be invested into the game and realizing, hey, this stuff's actually working, or is it not working? So that's today's video, guys. I want to do another one tomorrow for sure. Like, I will actually do another one tomorrow as well. We're going to probably do some more collapse content. I'm not sure, but this time I'm actually going to do one. Holiday has gotten to the way, so I do get a pass on that. But until next time, guys, I will see you for the next one. Peace.